Hey, we love y'all. What's up, Sean?
What's going on?
What's good with you this week?
Hey, it's gonna be a good week. My birthday's Friday, so yeah, it's gonna be a good week.
Hey, you turning old? What you turning? What you got going on?
I'm already old, so I'm just getting older.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I forget what you gonna be, 51?
Yep.
Okay. Well, happy early to you. Here go Gypsy, finally. Y'all, for her to be a tech
I've been
person,
there, y'all. I've been there. I even saw the intro.
look,
I even
for
saw
her
the
to be a tech
intro. I was
person, we was talking mad
listen.
shit about you behind the scenes.
I know you have, but listen. Let me tell you something. I'm sick of this shit.
You sick of this shit? What happened, boo?
Sick of this shit. I done had damn computer problems all day long.
Oh,
Sick
do
of
tell, do tell.
it. Mm-mm.
And you just
I
and
mean,
you
but
just you the tech person.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
actually a programmer now. I don't fix them. I write code.
Sean said he listening. You still ain't told us nothing.
You know what? I ain't studying you or you.
You know we love you, girl.
Y'all don't love me.
We loves you,
Y'all
girl.
don't love me.
Like a fat kid.
Sean about to be an old man on Friday.
That's what I was just telling him. You about to be old. He said he already old. I said okay. So, I was thinking, oh goddamn. One thing that talking about you're old, I forgot what I was going to say. That's a damn shame. Listen,
Ginkgo
you know,
biloba. That's what you gotta get you some ginkgo biloba.
you know, you know how be right there at the edge of your consciousness, and then it be
Right.
like,
He says you're very forgetful.
wait a
Lord.
minute, you froze, Gypsy. Oh, there you go. There you go. Um,
Listen, I don't know what's going on. I know that Xfinity said they working on my neighborhood, but listen, why they got to work on it on Monday?
I
At night?
know the
Um,
audacity.
I
Like do
thought
that
she had.
shit in
I
the
thought she had
daytime when
that.
do that shit in the daytime when I'm at work.
I thought she had that jitterbug internet connection.
Mm.
You know what?
Oh, he
Your
went there.
mama. Mommy, stop. You know what he trying to say, y'all, but that's okay. I'll take all my discounts. Thank you.
Look,
You know,
and
as soon as I turned 55, where did I go first?
look, y'all remember when we was younger? Your mama used to be fighting words, man. Don't let nobody say your mama. What?
Right,
Tore that damn playground up.
right. It was like, oh, what? What you say?
You said
Like
what?
you could say
I mean,
all kind. You could say all kinds of stuff. You African booty scratcher, blah 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 blah. Your mama, what?
Baby.
Them was
I was
fighting
so grown
words.
and pulling wigs, baby.
Right.
Tearing it up.
unless you was playing dozens, now that's different. You know what I mean?
Unless you was playing what?
Dozens. If you was
The
busting, playing
dozens. Y'all
dozens.
ain't play the dozens.
Your mama
Remind
jokes.
me, what
Your
was
mama
Your
that?
mama
jokes.
so fat.
The
Y'all ain't
dozen?
play the dozens down there. Yeah.
No. What was that? You got to tell a dozen your mama jokes? Like what? I don't get it.
No, your
No, that's
mama's
what
so
it is
fat.
called.
She got a mouth on the back of her neck and the bitch talk like this.
What? Oh my god.
You know,
Okay, but how does that name make sense? I don't get it. I don't. The
Hey, it's just
dozen.
because it was back and forth until somebody just can't get a comeback and then you won.
So you mean till somebody cried?
hey, it's whatever.
Right.
Oh
Well,
Lord.
what y'all do down there in the South?
I mean, we did them kind of jokes, but I never heard it called a dozen. No, that don't mean it didn't exist. Child, don't give me the line.
I was getting ready to say, what y'all do? Sit outside and play with fireflies all night?
No, we was outside fighting and watching wrestling. Like,
And see, you know, city kids up north, we ain't have no fireflies and shit to go catch. So I like that shit when we was down south. But you know, I was just thinking, y'all.
mm, do tell,
You
do
know,
tell.
I know it's dangerous when I be doing that, especially when I
It's a
be in
dangerous
here,
thing.
when I be in here sipping. And
What you sipping on tonight, by the way?
oh, today I'm just drinking some seltzer water because I need my water. But
So y'all got me drinking by myself when I finally decided to have a drink, something to sip on?
what
The
you got?
devil. Okay, so this is a whole concoction. First of all, okay, y'all know I've been shouting out Alicia with the
Right.
edibles and the things, but I told y'all her sister fire too, right? So her sister, I went and saw my boo yesterday, and baby girl had done the lemonades and the teas. Like, she does the infusions and the moonshine. She does moonshine. That's her thing. But I just,
Moonshine.
yeah, she's the one I told you about, does the moonshine flavors, all the flavors you can think of. Like, she'll do custom flavors for you. But so when I went yesterday, I didn't get any moonshine, but she had some teas and some lemonades blended already. Some, like, she makes them with real fruit, like all the things. Home Skillet hooked me up. She was giving me all the things to taste, and I was like, I can't even make up my mind. So I was standing there. She was just blending stuff in the jars for me. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So today I have that little foamy stuff. That was just a nice byproduct because I had some frozen lemonade left. So I mixed that in with some tea and some lemonade that she gave me. When I tell y'all this thing got all the freaking flavors, and then I mixed in some infused lemonade I had from Alicia. So yeah,
Sound like you finna get right.
tonight. Okay, because today been a fucking Monday. Do you hear me? Today been a Monday for the Mondays.
Well, I might need to go on and get me a little sippy sip. Let me
Get
go
you a
on
little
and-
drink, girl. We finna talk smack anyway about all the sex things. So you know we need you on your
Right.
red form.
Yeah, let me go get my red cup
I'm
because you know
I'm just sipping on some regular whiskey, but you know
I'm gonna
it gets the
I'm gonna
job done.
let the Bartesian do my thing.
Do the thing, baby.
I'm
Do
gonna
the
do the
thing.
thing, do the thing, do the thing. But you know, I'll be right back.
You be right back. Cause
Oh,
listen,
wait a
y'all
minute.
y'all know I don't drink a lot, but when I do drink, I feel like make it worth it. So I was like, I'm just gonna blend up all the sweetness, all the yummies. So I got her natural teas and lemonades blended with some infused lemonade. Them sisters is the fire, yeah. Okay, I'm telling y'all, if y'all local or willing to make the drive, if you anywhere in driving distance, it's worth it. And Alicia said she does ship with the edible stuff. So that being
You
said,
know, driving distance is anywhere that my car can point and get to in
look,
after 4 hours.
long as you can put some gas in the tank, okay? Because I will drive for the right things. I will drive for the right things. Love language, food, okay? When I started saying that years ago, people would be like, but that's not a real love language. I'd be like, if you don't get the fuck out my face, it is mine. Mm-mm. Be chill, okay? Food is my love language.
Trust
They'll
me,
get you
fellas,
right.
if you can cook, panties will dry.
No,
I'm just
that's
being
not what
honest.
I said.
Nah, I know that's not what you said, but I'm telling look, if you can cook, panties will dry. Trust.
You trying to give them the GQ code? I feel you. I feel you.
Just like if you funny, you know, if you got
That's what
jokes,
they
them
say.
them, them panties will dry. I've been seen it in action too many times.
Now I can't even lie. Like my first boyfriend in high school, yeah, he was ugly, but he was funny. Yeah,
Man, you could have just said he was aesthetically challenged. He was just like, man, he was
no,
ugly.
he was, but he was so sweet though. Like I genuinely liked him, but he was not pleasing to the eye at all. But I did genuinely like him because he was funny and he was very, very sweet. Yeah.
Yeah,
That being said, what you
no,
got for us today, Sean?
I had saw this thing online where this girl was talking about that, like, guys will, if the woman body is on point, although her face might not be, they'll still fuck with it. It's just straight back shots. They'll still fuck with it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? But I'm like, women do it too, cause I done seen some guys. I'm like, yo, how you got this supermodel and you look like that? But hey, there's something about them.
I'm telling you, I'm more sapiosexual, so it's got to be some between them ears anyway that's gonna attract me to keep my attention. You have to be able to keep my attention. So I could definitely see how, you know, what's unpleasant to one person could be pleasant to the next. But that being said, as I've gotten older, I've also, even though I'm a sapiosexual, I still very much so hold space for the fact that I need to be attracted to my partner as well. Like that may not be the first thing I look for, but it's gonna be part of that top, 5 things that I need to be cool when I look at you. I need to be okay being seen with you in public. I need to be able to look at you when we at home by ourselves and there's nothing to distract me. Like looks are part of, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
who can't be fugly.
No, no.
You know what fugly?
Yep, fucked up and ugly.
Yeah, she gone.
And what the hell? And she the tech person, y'all.
She having technical difficulties.
So, do you as a man, you were saying like you pretty much agree with that? Like men make it do what it do, no matter how a girl looks.
I mean, but I feel like women do the same thing too. So I can't knock that because as I said, I've seen plenty of women that I'm like, for real, like that's. But it's something about whatever it is about, whether he was, sweet as hell, or whatever he do for her. I mean, he could be packing, giving her what she need, whatever it is, she with him, and that's her
And
boo.
I really do think that there's something to how you treat a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you treat them? Are you genuinely kind? Are you loving? Do you make them feel safe? Like, there's something that we're all looking for. So, what is it that you're creating that that person is genuinely looking for? It might outweigh looks for some people. You know what I'm saying?
And
I,
that's true.
I think that's how I look at it. I don't think that every woman that dates an ugly dude, because most of the time they're gonna be like, oh, he got some money. I don't think that's the case all the time. I think it is the case sometimes. Yes, some people date. You could look like Flavor Flav and Sylvester Stallone and Trick Daddy had a baby. But if you got the right dollars in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? That being said, I think that there's a certain way that you can treat a person that if they're open-minded, you may be able to bypass the attraction part and get to their heart and them say, you know what, okay, I'm willing to get this chance a person. And I use Flavor Flav as an example, joking, but clearly there are people that found him attractive for whatever the reason, whether it was his money or something else. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole show with them women were losing their minds over him.
What was that model's name? That was it Bridget something?
Brigitte Nelson. That's Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife too.
Yeah, that was the one that was losing her mind over him. He must have had that fire out.
I don't know.
Ugly.
She had a baby with somebody else a couple of years ago. I think I remember seeing on Facebook, like when she was like 55 or something. I think I don't know, but
she bought that.
What does that look for, Stop?
She bought that baby.
55. Like, come on, man. Like,
she bought that baby. She bought that baby.
That, like, cause like at 55, like, you know how many chances you got for the baby just to be all fucked up. I'm being honest.
Bought that baby, Shaw. You know damn well she ain't have that in that 55-year-old uterus she had.
She did carry that baby.
The fuck.
Like they were showing pictures of her pregnant and everything.
That don't mean shit. Do you know how many baby bumps you can buy? Ask Beyonce. You remember when hers slid?
Y'all ain't gonna never let her lay that down, is you?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, so whatever.
Her baby bump slid while she was on a talk show.
But
came right on down, folded the fuck over.
Didn't she say she was doing it to protect her belly when she was performing or something?
Lying.
For that.
Don't no pregnant belly fold over like that. Lying ass.
She said, if I remember correctly, it was like a protective bump over her baby bump. I don't know. I don't get that deep in it. But because it ain't my damn kids. Listen,
there
I ain't
go lying again. Trying to get attention. There she go lying again, trying to get attention.
If she was lying, who cares at this point? Which brings to mind the thing that we was talking about in the chat with David Justice talking about Halle Berry. Why in the entire fuck is this man almost 30 years later come out when he was married to Halle Berry?
He's trying to be relevant again. Because okay, so some people, I'm telling you, listen, I'm trying to tell you, when people have been in the spotlight and they live for the spotlight and the spotlight start fading, they want to do anything to be relevant. He was relevant when he was with Holly and playing ball. He ain't playing ball. He too old to play ball, but Holly is still kind of like around and in the scene a little bit. So to be relevant, he hooks his wagon to her horse. I'm just saying. That's like somebody saying, they used to talk to Genuine back when he was fine, before he did the little neck thing. When he did the little neck thing, nobody wanted to claim him. But before, when he was riding that pony, you ain't never seen him when he was listen, he was trying to do that show and he did Ride My Pony and he couldn't do that dance like he used to, so he just did his neck like that. You gotta go see the video. That shit is funny as fuck.
I clearly missed this. Okay.
Yes, you did. Because everybody's like, come on now.
I mean, Arthur's a bitch.
You said who?
I said Arthur. Arthritis.
You know arthritis. Yeah, because I heard Babyface call Arthur too the other day when he was at a show. They said Babyface dancing like Genuine.
Y'all is horrible. Y'all know that.
I mean, you can't move like you used to, so you gotta do what you can do.
Gotta improvise, but don't do your neck like that. Don't do that.
I mean, he still got them ticket sales.
Hey, listen, I'll pay any day to go see Babyface because Babyface's voice is like just timeless.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think he was the best singer. I think just his voice, like he just had this, I don't know, this just.
It was that falsetto that he had going on. But listen,
like all his brothers the same. What?
So we was talking about Flavor Flav before my stuff started glitching. It probably started glitching because of what I was about to say about Flavor ass. You know,
I'm not gonna touch that.
It ain't his face they was looking at. Flav got that thigh out. He got to. Cause come on now, ain't nobody gonna stick around for that ugly clock face motherfucker.
You ain't gotta be ugly. You know that.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm saying you ain't.
We all behold that he got bug eyes and he looks like a roach.
I mean, that's how you feel. For other people, they might love roaches.
I guess dollar signs will make anybody attractive. If you got enough commas in your, I've never been that. That's never been me. See, and that's the thing is there are some women that as long as he has enough money or enough power and titles and stuff like that, they can overlook stuff and they can just be like, oh yeah, well, he's got such a sweet personality, you lying bitch. It's because
that's so personal just then.
No, I'm serious though. Because the thing is that half of them know that if he was Flav the bus driver instead of Flav the dude with like at least 6, maybe 7 figures in his bank account, they would not be putting up with him. Flag the working man probably could not pull half the chicks that he pulled.
Biggie would very well be true, but
Biggie
nah,
disproving that every day.
No, Biggie the working man, the same thing. Biggie the working man couldn't pull half the chicks.
You can't say that. You speaking because that's how you personally feel. What you gotta understand is, hey,
overgeneralize like that.
Both them cats is from New York. Shit is different in New York. And so yeah.
So again, I think there are people walking around every day disproving that, because I might look at them and be like, not in a million damn years would somebody else's pussy would I touch them. But there's somebody else that is looking at that dude like, but he got a sense of humor, or he got swag, or it's just something about his energy, or whatever the case may be, right? There are going to be people that look at all of us and be like, would not touch you with a 10-foot pole. And then there are going to be other people that look at us and be like, you're my dream person. I think everybody walking the face of this earth has an opportunity to have love if they want it, because everybody ain't here to get married. Everybody ain't here to boo up and partner up.
You ain't got to get married to get love. You ain't got to get married to get love.
Can I finish my statement though? So like I was saying, not everybody's here to get booed up or partner up. Some people like the bachelor life, right? They like just having their little partners here and there to have their little fun time with the little fun buddy, as I like to call it.
Ain't that right, Sean?
For a while, and then they go on and do their thing with the next person. Damn, she called you straight out. Okay.
I know, like, why you coming for me? What the hell did I do? Shit.
She done got started already. So
I didn't tell y'all I pre-gamed. I had social because I had pre-gamed.
Gypsy, you insane. Anyway, let's get on to tonight's topic, because tonight's topic
is juicy.
Yes. And we rescheduled because Sean had some issues happening in real life with the plumbing.
Not that plumbing, y'all. Not that plumbing. Hold on. Not that plumbing. Stop it, Jay. Girl, you know how that
when it came out. The plumbing in the wall for all y'all nasty asses.
Not that wall.
Anywho,
at the house.
So we're picking up last week's topic tonight, and tonight we're talking about, could you make the cut, right, with your ideal person, like the person that you just dream about and daydream about, just have lustful fantasies about. If you got that person, if you got your chance and shot your shot and actually got them, could you make the cut with whatever their level of kink is, whatever their fantasies are, whatever their desires are, whatever they say their must-haves are to be in a relationship with them? Do you think you could make the cut? And I want to reverse that a little bit and also say, have you met your ideal person and realized, ain't no fucking way I can't make the cut, go on and pass? You know, because sometimes
you mean if they freaky is over your fantasy, like over the top of your fantasy, like you thought it was gonna be this way, but it's this way.
It could be their freaky is too kinky for you. It could be that they have must-haves that don't align with yours. Their goals are different than yours. On paper, y'all sound great together, but in reality, the greatness ain't happening, right? So did you meet your fantasy person, your ideal person, and you realize, nah, this ain't it? Like, could you handle it if you met him? And if you did, was it not it? You know, talk to me, people, tonight. Talk to me. So commercial break right now while you're doing what you're doing. I need you to take 5 seconds and hit that like button if you want to get the announcements when we go live so that you don't forget. And we ain't got to remind y'all asses every week. I said it. Make sure that you click that subscribe button, because the channel will tell y'all, hey, they live. And it'll send you reminders of our replays as well. And click that share button and grab that link and, send it out to your people. Because all I'm saying is, if you really like them, you telling them about us. If you ain't telling them, I don't think you really like them. They should be offended, right?
Right, because you have
and we are back on topic. Hey Nadina, hey Alicia, how you doing? Love bugs, how you doing?
Hey. Biggie is different. Biggie had something. Yeah, big stomach.
Some women like teddy bears.
Some people like teddy bears. Some men like the pushing for the cushion. I mean, we don't fat shame because hey, it's something for everybody.
I ain't fat shaming, but Biggie was ugly.
That's your opinion, though. You gotta understand. Some women saw that fucking wandering eye. I was like, ooh, that's sexy.
He was like,
I'm just saying.
how you doing? Let me stop. Okay. He was looking all over the place.
Oh my God. You know what? Y'all ain't right.
I'm just saying. Dude.
Hey, he could look at you and keep an eye on the door at the same time.
It's little things that some people like, where other people
y'all is horrible.
Would be like, nah, that's not for me. That's just what it is. That's why there's somebody for everybody.
Y'all is horrible.
So I mean, but what's y'all threshold? Like, what would be too much for y'all?
Well, I was just gonna ask Gypsy, have you ever met your ideal person?
Yeah, but he was a hoe.
Well, damn. Okay.
And sometimes, you attracted to hoes. Like, that's what happens. I'm just saying. I know a lot of guys that love strippers.
But they hoes.
All strippers ain't hoes.
Oh, being shy by that lower look. Like, girl, you so naive.
They just doing it for the school money. They just try to make their money go to school.
Look. Me and Shy both looked at you like, girl, you so naive.
Oh my God. Y'all almost made me spit out my gummy bear.
It was like, girl, you really believe what you see on TV, huh?
Oh my goodness.
They're all trying to go to school. Some of them just like fucking.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's your late.
Like,
be honest with yourself and your partners.
I don't know. Nobody else can.
You see what?
There are some people that are prostitutes and escorts because they like fucking. I mean, there are some people, sadly, that are being trafficked. And
I wonder if they ever try on the right dick and then just be like, I think I will quit my job.
What the fuck?
Because think about it, that is their job. And, you get the right one, he'd be like, I'm going to quit my job.
But look at porn stars. There's no way in the world you can be a porn star if you don't like fucking.
This is true.
Well, going back to what I was saying about escorts and prostitutes, there are some people that are in it because they just like fucking. There are some people that are in it because, unfortunately, they are dealing with abuse or they are dealing with manipulation or coercion, sex trafficking. There are different reasons, but that doesn't cover the whole broad stroke of everybody, right? We have to hold space that some people like sex, and it's okay to like sex.
It is.
And I agree with you. The same thing in the porn industry. There's a lot of people in it because of, harmful practices. And there are some people in it, maybe even a lot of people that just like fucking. So, I know
at one time they said that they had started testing everybody that was, on set and stuff like that, right? But then some people slid through the cracks and it did they got a bad rap for it. But I'm just, listen, I ain't here to knock nobody hustle, but I'm just saying, you gonna finally run up on the one that make you want to call home and say, yeah, I ain't never coming back. I'm just saying. No, but seriously, my This is full disclosure.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Let me take a sip.
Yes, I did meet someone that met the criteria. They checked all the boxes and stuff, right?
Do tell.
And I married him. But he kept checking all the boxes for everybody.
I mean, you can't make no house husband.
You right. I found that out. I found that out. But see, that's the other thing, is that careful what you wish for. Because if you want someone who's I don't want to say sexually exploited, but basically if they're a freak like you, a freak in the morning, a freak just like me.
Brought that Adina Howard out, didn't you?
Right. But when you meet someone like that, the chances are that you'll never be enough for them, no matter how much you do. Because a lot of times they have an appetite that's insatiable, and you will not be able to satisfy it, no matter what you do. And sometimes it takes more and more and more. And that's what I learned. And so, yeah, there are times when you get what it is you ask for, and then you realize there has to be more than just that.
Sean?
All right, so I mean, I did ask the question. Y'all ain't answer. I asked what y'all thresholds was, but besides that, I mean, me personally,
why did you ask that? What was the question?
Asked that. What was y'all threshold? Because like what is the one thing like you like? No, nah, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't.
I don't sleep with multiple people, so ain't no threesomes, foursomes, swinging, polyamory, ain't nothing going on.
Oh, I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't. I was just talking about with that. But hey, I understand.
But that's with my person, right? Like, because there are a lot of people that have that fantasy of wanting to have a threesome or, sister wives or whatever. I'm not down with other people's property, so no.
Down with OPP.
No, don't know you. But no, so like that's not my only one, but that's a big one for me, is not doing that. We not swinging, we not making friends with the neighbors, we not inviting bestie over. Your bestie can't come over either. Like, it's none of that for me. Like, I'm absolutely okay being single or being in a relationship with the person that I choose to be in a relationship, but it's gonna be me and thee, not me, you, them, they, and the other.
That's understandable. I'm just asking, because different people have different levels, and I mean that's what you really gotta discuss and talk about when you get to know each other to make sure. Because I ain't gonna be sitting there and you be talking like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it, but you want to get your ass ate because I ain't eating no ass. So yeah, I'm gonna let you know that up front.
Either. That's another no.
So that's you want your ass ate, then yeah, you're gonna have to find somebody else, because I ain't doing that. No.
It is amazing to me how many women I'm seeing. And again, I'm young, nobody's young. Like, you like it, do what you do. But like in the groups that I'm in, to try to just see what's popular as far as topics and like see what people are dealing with when we're coming up with our topics, I can't even lie. My gasters have been flabbered. Okay.
What?
Seeing the flabbergasted.
He was flabbergasted.
Okay. What?
Like, seeing the amount of women saying that they wanted to do that to their man, I was like, really?
I ain't plunging nobody.
No. Hell no. And motherfucking no.
Right, so you hey Gypsy, you talking about something else. We was just talking about ass eat.
I don't do that either. I ain't putting my mouth nowhere near nobody's ass.
Wait, what were you talking about, Gypsy?
I thought you were talking about plugging. Because some women, there's a lot of women that like to hug.
You talking about
pegging? Yeah, she talking about pegging.
Pegging, whatever. You stick his shit in his ass.
Nope.
I mean, hey, you know, she's his own. If you down with it, you down with it, you know.
Okay, so since you talking about if they down with it, they down with it. Are you pegging?
Hell no, I got it. I had to take a breath because I almost said something. But anyway, no, I don't get down like that. You know, hey.
I was just going off of what you said.
I don't know. I'm suspect of any man that wants to be pegged. I'm suspect. Let me tell you why. Because if he want me to peg him, how many men pegged him?
I feel what you're saying, but you know, a lot of guys feel like, hey, because it's a woman doing it, it's cool. I mean, hey, me personally, I just no, I'm not down with that. I ain't, you know. So if you into that, yeah, it's a no go. I don't care how fine you is, you know, and how much I might want you. You be like, yeah, I want to pay you. Oh, okay. So we gonna have to end this conversation here.
Right.
I have to find somebody else to deal with because I'm not down with that.
You know, I had this guy. This been like 20 years ago. I don't know, my 20. Okay, so 20 years ago, give or take. I knew this guy like he was wild. Like he was wild. So I just was asking him questions like, okay, help me understand some things because I feel like young, dumb, stupid, and naive when it comes to some of the stuff you like. I couldn't even picture what some of the stuff was that he was talking about. But this was in Atlanta.
I was about to ask you that. When you said that, I was like, that was when we was in Atlanta.
This was in Atlanta.
Okay, so you already know.
Man, that's why I was like, he was wild. So I just asked him, I was like, well, since you just sharing all your business, can I ask questions? And he was like, yeah. So he was talking about pegging and all the things. And I was like, I asked him that. I said, well, does that make a man gay, bisexual? Like, I'm curious as to your thoughts. Do you let somebody peg you? And he was like, yeah, I've been pegged before. Like, that's something my woman has to be willing to do. And I was like, really? That's like a must for you? And he was like, yeah, he wouldn't date a woman if she wasn't willing to do that. And I was like, okay. So his thing was, and the way he kind of looked at it and I guess explained it to me was, a man that lets his woman do that is showing her that he really trusts her, that he's willing to be vulnerable with her, and that he's willing to let her dominate him. And I was like, but
I don't want no soft ass nigga.
I was like, but doesn't that fly in the face of like you trying to be the masculine in the relationship? And he was like, no, like I still couldn't wrap my head around it. And again, I don't nobody's young. I do my best to not kink shame, because if you like it, make it work. But that was his thing. Like it was mandatory for any woman that he was with to be willing to do that. And he felt like it was a man showing a woman that he really was giving her all of him. And I was like, I don't want all of you if that's the case. Like, you can keep some
parts. It sounded like he was a sub and he wanted somebody to dominate. That he was.
But and he could have been. That's not a question I even knew to ask 20 years ago, so I have no idea. But the dude was, I mean, he was huge. Like, he was a 6 foot.
He sounds sub.
Huge dude, you know. And I just was like, now looking back and what I know now from clients, yeah, I think he absolutely could have been a sub. But again, he might not have been. Like, that's not a label that everybody ascribes to either. That's not a kink or a lifestyle that everybody ascribes to. So I just, you know, like I said, I don't know where to fall on it when people say, well, that means a man is gay or bisexual. I've heard some men say it's not possible for a man to be bisexual. You either gay or you're not. And I'm like, well, do you think it's possible for women to be bisexual? And they're like, yes. And I don't understand that. How is it okay for one and not the other? So I think there's just so many things in the sexual genre that sometimes we have to be okay saying, you know what, outside of my sphere of understanding or outside of my sphere of interest. Like, it is what it is.
Look, I trust a woman if I put my dick in her mouth. She better not bite it. So that's where my trust goes. But other than that, yeah, nah.
You said no teeth?
Hell no, no teeth. That I don't know. And there's niggas out there that like that shit, and I don't know why, but yeah, no teeth. But
You said
anyway,
no teeth?
no
No
teeth.
teeth.
Oh, I hear that's why they like women with dentures.
Now I ain't never had a gummer, but I am willing to try it though.
Oh my God.
Well, you know you're at that age now. Oh, let me stop. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's young people that have dentures, you bat. Stop being big.
But see, Sean's into older women, so the chances of him finding one with dentures now is very greatly increased.
I mean,
Nadina said I had a man once who was into that and she exited.
Yeah, I'm into women, older, younger, it don't matter.
I got a question. Nadina, okay, tell us more. Like, was this somebody that you were dating? Somebody you had just met? Like, how did that come into the conversation? Tell us more. Sean, what's the oldest woman that you would date? Or let me back that up. That's a multiple part question. What's the oldest woman you would sleep with?
It depends. It does. It depends.
What was the biggest age gap?
What was the biggest age gap? I mean, you know, I can't.
Was she like 20 years older? Was she like 40 years older? Was she?
I can't be telling all my business, but
well, she's probably gone now if she was like 20 or 30 years old.
You know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, I did deal with a significantly older woman, but she was, you know.
One of your mama friends?
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
now, my
what's
mom
the oldest woman that you would sleep with now?
It depends. It depends on how she look and how she keep herself. You know what I'm saying?
So if she's 70, but she's still rocking it, working out.
I mean, she would have to look great at 70. She would have to look great. You know.
Have you seen Chef Babette? Is it Chef Babette? Chef Babette.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Well, you remember Eartha Kitt when she was on Boomerang?
Yeah, Chef Babette is in her 70s and she looks fucking amazing.
Oh, okay. So
now,
I mean,
she could easily pass for 50s.
If she was like that, then yeah, that's cool. But if she,
you fuck around, give her ass a heart attack, though, you gonna have some explaining to do.
Okay,
right, it happens all the time to me.
I'm putting it in our private chat. This is Chef Babette. So I just use her as an example. No disrespect to her. She's an absolutely gorgeous Black woman. I feel like if I can look like her as I continue to age, I'm doing something right. But that being said, what's the oldest that you would, let's say you decided, okay, I want to settle down. I want to have me my chick, my woman. What's the oldest that you would choose to be in a relationship with?
I mean, it just all depends now. I mean, she looks great. She's not really my type, because I do like thicker women, but she still looks great. But like, so yeah, she could get it, but like I said, it just depends. You know, it depends. Like I don't have any parameters set. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I like older, I like younger. It don't matter. Like my main thing is I gotta be able to connect with you. I gotta be able to talk to you. You know, if I can have that conversation with you, then okay, we can look at things from there.
Gypsy, what's the oldest that you would entertain?
75 with that pension, sign that shit over.
She gonna be the Black Anna Nicole.
His shit still gotta work. I ain't finna sign up to be nobody's damn hospice nurse. What?
I ain't said nothing.
I'm not finna sign up to be nobody's hospice nurse. And at the same time, I also ain't signing up to be changing nobody else's diapers. And I ain't signing up for nobody that got babies still at home. Like,
and you ain't signing up for nobody with no gout either, is you?
No, but there's like, listen, it was a guy, he was like 49, but he got a damn 12-year-old. The fuck? No. Nobody.
12 years old ain't no baby.
Nobody with kids still in the house. I like to go. I'm at a stage now. I don't have no babies. I ain't trying to be bent to nobody's school schedule.
12-year-old can stay at home by themselves. That's the law.
If looks could kill.
Not legally.
That's the law. Look it up.
No, it ain't.
Okay. All right.
I don't know because I don't have kids. So I don't know.
And not by themselves over a weekend if I decide I want to go to Vegas.
Yeah, yes they can.
Oh,
12, yes they can.
No, they
not
can't.
for a whole damn weekend.
They can only stay for like 6 hours at the most, like by themselves. No.
Okay. Right.
And so, no, I don't want to be bothered with nobody that got kids still at their house. No. Nobody that's working out visitation schedules. No.
I mean, hey, that's your prerogative. But all I'm saying is, you know, be careful what you ask for, because yeah, you meet your who you think is your sexual
Listen,
person.
I'm on second, third, motherfucking fourth, and fifth. That one, be careful what you ask for, because I manifested like the perfect person for myself. I'm talking about was like 99% of what I wanted. Literally.
Mm-hmm. And then he folded your ass up. And you was like, oh shit.
Outside mine, I was like
tapping out.
I did too, but you know, distance, man. Distance is fine. I'm at an age and a stage that I can't be doing all that.
An age and a stage. Look at you sounding all grown up, girl. That being said, how do I want to ask that? What do you think and I think we've talked about this in the past a little bit, but I'm bringing it back up because this is another question that we've gotten quite a few times. What is it that you think is the appropriate level of intimacy to have with a person, or the appropriate length of time to have with a person before you start divulging your kinks to them when you're trying to start something new with someone?
Girl, I'm 55 now. I ain't got that much time left. I ain't waiting months and shit.
Oh, God.
I'm not. I don't have that kind of time.
I think that's stuff that needs to be discussed openly immediately.
Right.
Open and immediate? What is immediate?
Right. If I meet you today, tomorrow, depending on how the conversation goes, I'm gonna let you know the things I like and the things I don't like, so that way you can make an informed decision on if you want to fuck with me or not.
So you're talking about right out the gate, and I'm just making shit up because I don't know all your business, Sean. But you're saying right out the gate, if you met an attractive young lady today and y'all go on a date whenever, or y'all have great conversation and you talk again tomorrow, if you said, okay, so I do know this because you tell us this all the time, daily head is a must for you. Like, that's a non-negotiable, right? Or head on a regular basis is a non-negotiable. So if you met an attractive young lady, y'all vibing today, you talking about on Tuesday, you're going to be like, so hey, wench, you got to be slobbing and dive every day. Like, what?
No.
Not medieval times. Like, you don't throw it out there like that and beat somebody over the head with it.
Now, I mean, it depends. You know, I have been known to date a ghetto shorty head is, so I might say like that. But most of the time, I'm gonna be a little more classy with it. Right? You know, I need the fellatio more often than not. You know what I'm saying? But
y'all
you know
gonna be talking about fellatio and cunnilingus.
I'm saying, you know, but you know, just depending on which, yeah, I'm gonna let her know like this is what I need. So she'd be like, oh no, I don't do that. Oh, okay, cool. It was nice knowing you.
So that's an automatic delete for you.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
He said if she ain't willing to get choked out, no, gotta go.
Jason said if she ain't no head doctor, head that way.
Exactly.
Oh,
Look, man, look. I don't look. I don't have time to be sitting here playing games and not having fun. I want to enjoy myself. I want to have fun.
Absolutely.
And,
so
and
if you're
that's something
expecting
that
head
I
every day,
enjoy.
are you giving her head every day?
I'm a kind of linguist. I talk to the pussy.
You a specialist. That's what you're trying to say. You a specialist, huh?
Well,
hey, ladies, shoot your shot. He said, if you a knob goblin and you slobbing every day, shoot your shot, ladies. I'm just saying.
You know. So hey, it takes a special somebody to get me there. You can be down there 20, 30 minutes. If you all right, it's cool. It feels good all right now. Just bend over. But other than that, yeah, if you can get me there, shit, you move to the top of the
well.
She gonna beat out the competition based on her head game. I declare. I declare. So that being said, when Gypsy Sean said he thinks immediately. When do you feel like? Because you said you getting too over the bullshit. So are you telling them on the first and second conversation as well, or what does that look like for you?
Yeah, about there. Yeah. I'm telling.
Now, how come when I was saying this last year, y'all was like, y'all can't say everything on the first conversation. And now y'all saying we got to get it on out the way.
The first conversation. Now, that's what I'm saying. The first conversation, okay, that's just getting to know each other. Now, when you get into that second conversation, depending on how the first conversation went, that's when you move into either, okay, it looks like we might have a little connection here, so let me tell you this shit about me. So that way, if you can't handle it, you can't fuck with it, then you be like, okay, that's it. And especially if you tell me that, oh well, I don't do this and I don't do that. Oh, okay, cool. Have a nice life. But if you down, then you down. Now, it's well, it's certain things that I could like I enjoy, but I could live without.
And what would that be?
Like anal, like I enjoy it, but I could live without it. It's not a must.
Anal for you or her?
You say what? Wait, what? What do you? Wait, what?
I knew. I saw a look on her face. I knew she was going to do it.
Did you put some crack in your cup or something?
You walked yourself right into that one, Sean. You did.
I mean, well, since I already said I don't get paid, I kind of figured y'all would have already known what I was talking about. Well,
I ain't do it. I just saw the look on her face. I knew it was coming.
Watch your mouth.
Oh my goodness.
I think she sprinkled some crack in it.
Oh, she fiending. Okay.
But Gypsy never answered the question though when I said what is your one of your no go, like what's your stopping point? You never answered it.
My stopping point of what?
Okay, so we talking about tiddly winks and pixie sticks. That's what we talking about.
The
hell we talking about?
My stopping point of what? You need to clarify, sir.
Like sexually, if a nigga said I like this, what's gonna be like? Oh no, I can't do that. Like,
I don't know. If you're part of the itty bitty shrimp committee, please don't come over here talking about you need to sob and knob, because I can't suck on a toothpick.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so other than that, pretty much everything else goes, huh?
Are we in an R. Kelly staring contest? What are you doing?
There's no cheering and no threesomes. Not anymore. I'm too old for all of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. That part. Don't ask if you don't really want to know, because shit, I may shock your ass and your ass may have damn cardiac arrest over there.
We over here trying to use the defibrillator to get them back up.
That part. Don't ask the question if you ain't ready for the answer.
I mean, that's why I asked. So
I'm a grown up. I'm a grown up.
Excuse you, ma'am. Jason said, "Ain't no age limits on threesomes, ma'am."
It ain't an age limit, but it sure is a limb limit. Cause, like I tell you what, these limbs don't do like they used to.
So you get you two young bucks, all you gotta do is lay back. They'll handle the work.
Yeah, I guess. Anywho,
which reminds me, now there's a lot of men that say they like threesomes or whatever, right? But when they say threesomes, they're usually talking about two women.
Mm-hmm.
What if she says she wanted a threesome, but she wants two men?
And that happens.
And is that a no-go?
I mean, for me personally, it will really depend on the situation. A, it can't be my girl. It can't be nobody I'm seriously seeing. It had to be just like a jump off. And B, it would have to be like, one of my boys that I'm really down with. Like, it can't just be some random nigga. Like, hell fucking no. You know what I'm saying? But, if the situation was right, hell yeah. You sitting there high five and everything. Yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
so why could you do it to a jump off, but you couldn't?
Right.
Like,
but you would want your girl to do it for you if
with another woman, right?
Another woman. Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Now, A, you ain't never heard me say nothing like that. But B, I would do it if that's what she wanted to do. If that's what she said she wanted to do. If she was attracted to women, if she wanted to be with a woman, and like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely, I gotta be able to join in. You ain't gonna just be all selfish with the other woman. Nah, fuck that. But I mean, because if we in a relationship and she talking about she attracted to a woman and she wants, okay, but we gonna share that.
So you wouldn't be okay dating a woman who also wanted to date women. It would have to just be a threesome situation where y'all all enjoy the spoils of the war.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I mean, hey, I mean, it's not like I'm out here looking for threesomes. I've never had a legitimate me and two girl threesomes in my life. So I'm not looking for that. But if it happened, I wouldn't turn it down. But I'm not looking for that.
So again, going back to the question, why would you be willing to do it with a jump off, but not with your girl?
Because that's mine. That's my girl. That's mine. I ain't no. The fuck?
Okay.
I mean, y'all both just sat here and said the same shit. That y'all
I'm
not
not
into
doing it in the way you crossed it off the page. I don't care. But I'm just curious of why you'd be willing to do it in one situation and not the other.
Right.
Because the other situation, there ain't no real situation. It's just that's what happened. Well, but if this my woman, hell no.
Jason said, "My wife, two guys." No, I'm selfish. And this is why I said, ain't no threesomes, foursomes, ain't no swinging, ain't no nobody, ain't no thruppling, ain't nobody else but me and thee in our bed. Like, and I'm okay not being with anybody that's not okay with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole no for me. Along with other things, that's not my only no or my biggest no, but that's one of my biggest no's. Like, no.
So what is your biggest no then?
I don't know if I have a biggest no. I think I have 4 or 5 that are probably tied for the number one spot.
I mean, because you said that's not my biggest no. So
yeah,
okay,
what's your biggest no?
Thinking it through, yeah. I don't have a biggest no. I have, so no sharing, no pegging. I don't do anal. Head, you're not gonna get that every day. So if that's a requirement daily, you ain't gonna get that either. You can go on about your business.
That's fucked up, but you know, hey, that's how
I
you
get
feel.
no fucks. Like, wait a minute. Jason said my back don't be backing. Oh my God. I'm trying to think now because I'm on the spot. I can't think of all of them. But like I said, I have multiples that are tied for like number one, ain't no gray area, ain't no confusion. No, you ain't gonna change my mind. No, we can't talk about it. No, I don't need to think about it. It's just a whole motherfucking no in a complete sentence and a boundary. No.
And that's what it is. And that's what it
Yeah.
should be. And
And
that's
I'm
how
okay
people
with
should
like
be.
I am so okay with that. But it's funny to me how many like my girlfriends used to be like, Jay, you can't be like that. And I'm like, it's funny how I'm the one in the relationship and your ass always fucking single and you telling me what I can't be like. You might need to try it. Like what? I don't knock nobody. Do what you do. Enjoy your life because we only have one life to live. But I do think that sometimes we can feel pressured, especially women when we're younger. We can feel pressured to do a lot of things that we don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get really comfortable saying no or figuring out what we're comfortable doing to say yes to. And Adina said I had met him online at a work conference and we was talking and the combo went to sex and it looks like you got cut off at the end, Adina. But dag, he was at a work conference and came to you like that talking snack. Like he was bold as hell.
Hey, them conferences, man. They
It
be
be going
lit.
down. It be going down. But yeah, oh y'all. So I'll never forget this. This has been 20 plus years ago. I was at this company working and it was a small office. It was like I think 8 of us total in that particular part of the office. And then it was like some other people in another part of the office. But it was a real small company, real small office. Man, the head dude, like the boss, was sleeping with one of the ladies in the office, and he was married, and she was married, and his wife used to come up there all the time,
Oh
and
wow.
they both had kids. So it was something where they were doing this kind of retreat thing, and all of us were supposed to be invited to go. And you know how you get them little sixth sense, and you just be like, I ain't going. So I didn't go. But I think everybody else in the office went, and it was like this weekend retreat kind of thing. Well, they ended up shacking up the whole time. It like right, and it's like y'all ain't got no damn couth or boundaries or brain cells because anybody in this office could not rat either one of y'all asses out. So when they came back, you know, the following week, and everybody's trying to catch me up on what it went down, I guess they thought they was being uh what's the word I'm trying to say? You know, when you think you hiding something, I can't
Covert.
covert. Yeah. I guess they
Right.
thought they were being covert. Everybody knew what the hell was going on before the trip had even happened. So I guess some folks saw them in the act and they didn't realize. So it was like the talk of the office, and his wife walked in one day while somebody was talking about it, and it was like, oh shit. Hate that for you, buddy. But at the same time, I was glad because that's a bad feeling when everybody's in on the joke but you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was
Yep.
like everybody in the office knew but her. Well, and let me not say that because I don't know what the hell she knew or didn't know. But
That's what I'm about to say because 9 times out of 10, she knew she just was lying to herself.
could have been. Very well could have been. A lot of people do.
Well, you know,
Like,
that's the thing is that sometimes people be like, I would tell her if I knew. I would tell her if I knew. She probably already knew. She probably.
Sometimes,
man,
excuse me.
And on top of that, you never know how many people have open relationships.
Sometimes people know, but I've seen in real life people don't always know. No matter what you think they should know, sometimes people really don't know. And so I say that because years ago I had a friend of mine who was dating this guy Like, I mean, all intent and purposes, he seemed like a genuinely decent dude, right? They were spending a lot of time together. He was spending that over her house. She was spending that over his house. And, you know, she was around the kids. He had 2 little kids. They were young, 2 and 3, 1 and 2. Felt like they were big biddies, right? Little biddies. And so he had pictures of the wife all over the house. And I think I've shared this with y'all before. Like, but his explanation was she had died.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done put his wife all the way in the grave and she was at work. Like, literally, she was at work. She was a ER doc overnight. So that's how he was having my friend spend the night, was he was just doing it on the nights when the wife was at work on a night shift, because he knew she would be there like, you know, 18, 20 plus hours, you know. And so he knew the kids were so young, they couldn't do them but hardly babble. They couldn't tell. And what ended up happening was he was taking her around friends, family, all of it. Like, I mean, actually carrying on a whole relationship with her. So we all thought, oh, we can't wait to meet this dude. He sounds great. And she went to go hang out with him and his best friend and the best friend's girl. And they had all hung out a few times. So this one time they get together and she says the best friend took her to the side, like, I'm really struggling to be cool with you. And the gist of it was she was trying to figure out, like, you seem like such a cool chick. You're so dope. How can you be okay with this situation? And she was like, what the hell are you talking about? And the best friend's girl is who told her that dude was still married and that the wife worked overnight. Because they thought she knew the whole time. They thought that she knew that she was the side chick and blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
And they knew, but they also knew that he was hiding it from the wife. And according to that girl, the wife had like no clue. They all hung out together. She had no suspects, you know. So my friend cut it off at that point. Like, I'm good. Miss me with it. But it just woke me up to the reality. Like, it's people out here literally, like they used to joke about it and be like, our granddaddies had 2 whole families. Like, it's people out here still doing it every day.
Mm-hmm.
They just able to take, you know, advantage of the opportunity of their spouse working or being out of state or being in long distance relationships or being on different sides of town. You know what I'm saying? So we have to ask questions. And I hate that for us as a community, you know, when you're dating. And I'm not saying community of Black people, I'm just saying community of dating people, right? But like, you got to ask questions. When I was dating, I'm like, okay, you got a woman? No. You got anybody who thinks you're your woman? Mm-mm. You live with anybody? You married? Do they think that you're married to them and you don't? Like, you
right?
Because
yeah, you have to ask all those questions because people play word games and stuff. When you say,
exactly.
"Are you married?" Well, I'm only. It's just a piece of paper, or I'm married in spirit only, or name
right.
only. You know, all that old crazy
we
shit.
separated, but we still live together. Nigga, are you still sleeping together? Y'all ain't separated. What the hell? You know, I've seen so many women get caught up with that. Oh, we separated, but we still living in the same house. Ain't no way in hell. Nah.
But right. I mean, that could be a thing, you know.
I'm not saying people don't do it. People do it every day. But what I'm saying is that we as women have to decide that we don't want to be in some bullshit with a man that's still living with his ex person and they're still legally married, or even if they are fully divorced, and even if they are broken up. Nah, y'all still living in the same house?
Right.
It's cheap rent somewhere else. Go stay with your mama. Help her remodel her house. Like, figure it out. But what you don't need to be doing is in your old while still trying to start and establish something new. Like, that's crazy talk.
You know, that's the funniest thing to me is that sometimes people stay with somebody not because they want to be with them or anything. It's because they can't afford to leave. But then, nigga, you ain't married. You a prisoner.
Well, no, that happened to me one time. You know, I had a girlfriend. We broke up, but I didn't want to break the lease because I ain't fucking my credit up. And she's like, "We just break the hell, fuck no. It's a 2-bedroom. You stay in that room. I'm gonna stay in this room. And when the lease run out, we go our separate ways. I ain't fucking my credit up. Don't fuck that."
I mean, I get that, but if that's the case, why not just wait until that's done to try to establish something with somebody new? Like that's a little crazy to try to
And
establish something with somebody new. All you
sometimes
got to
shit
do
happens.
wrong.
Sometimes shit happens. It ain't like you looking for something new to happen. It just happens. I mean, you look at me like I'm sorry. I mean,
That's the equivalent of I fell into the
Right.
pussy on accident.
I can't help it. I can't help it. It happens. God damn it. It happens. It's been happening my whole life. I be walking down the street. Hey, how you doing? Come here. Okay. Next
And
thing
you
you
just
know,
fall
boom.
in it.
It's happening. It happens. Shit.
Nah.
They be attacking you like wet monster Sean.
I have been attacked before. Honestly, I have.
Bless your soul.
I have not. I was. This one girl tackled me once. That shit was funny because I ain't expect that shit. And she's a little thing. She's a tackler. Like, oh
I mean,
shit,
had y'all
wait, what
slept
the
together?
fuck?
Did she know what the promised land looked like, or she was just doing it on GP?
This was the first time we met.
Okay.
And she literally jumped over a table and tackled me. That shit was funny as fuck.
What was her rationale for this? Help us
I don't
understand.
know. I don't know. It just happened.
I mean, did she say something to you?
Well, you know, it was a group of us. We was playing some games and shit, and then my man he stepped out, and the shorty that was there. I guess I don't know what, but she stepped out with him and shit. And it was like she saw her opportunity and she pounced. That's what happened. Like, yeah, like I have a plethora of stories like that.
It must have been some pheromones or something running afoul in the air. Because I'm like, I ain't never in my life ever want to tackle no damn man. And especially when I don't know.
You ain't never came across nobody like me though.
That may be true. I don't know.
Exactly. That's
And
all I'm saying.
I done seen some fine ones, and I ain't never want to tackle no man. Not ever.
I ain't gonna tackle nobody, bro.
Nah. That's why I'm like, did she know you? Had y'all had sex before? Like, what the hell? Was y'all flirting? Was your eye fucking across the room? Like, it was something that led up to her just deciding she was gonna jump a table to get to you.
Hey.
I think you're missing key details to this story.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, it was none. I don't know if she thought that's what was. I don't know. It's me. I was just chilling.
Okay.
You know. Now, granted, this was back in college. So I used to be more buff and all that stuff. But anyway,
So the other thing that we were talking about in the chat, Gypsy, you had shared the young lady who shared a post, and I don't know if this was real or not, or if it was just viral sakes or whatever, but the young lady shared a post, some screenshots of conversation between her and her friend, because she was dating the friend's dad and the friend was mad. So the context of it is the girl's dating the dad, and the friend is like, yo, how could you date my dad? And she's like, well, you said he was a deadbeat anyway. Why do you even care? I had so many questions because I'm like,
but he old enough to be her dad. If you friends with his daughter, then he old enough to be your dad too.
Likely, depending on the age difference between them. But I had questions because I could never see myself dating a man who doesn't take care of his children. Like, I'm not saying that there are situations that don't come up, because there are. But it's one thing if you tried to be there and there was anger in the midst and sabotage and all of that, but you can show me receipts like I'm trying to fix it. Hey, I'll help you go to court. I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? But for her to just call him a flat out deadbeat, and the friend wasn't arguing that, there was nothing in there to say, well, he says different, or I see him do right for you. It was just, well, he doing good for me. How is that a fucking flaw? When the man allegedly didn't take care of his own child and was a deadbeat, but he's showing up for you for some pussy. How does that work? Like, I could never brag about that. First of all, I don't want to date anybody's parents that I know. But second of all, I could never brag about that.
That's just crazy. Would not. Like, that is
so
just...
let me ask this. Right? So let's say you met an older gentleman and you started dating or whatever, and he said he got kids or whatever, but then when you meet his kid and his kid is like your age and younger, how would you feel about that?
Nope. Because I ask questions. How old are your kids? How do your kids, sir? They got to be.
I've just never been into somebody that much older than me.
Now,
possibly have kids in my age range. And
in
then
all-
I
in
also,
all fairness,
hold on, in all fairness too, I also don't date anybody so much younger than me that they're in my kids' age range, like of their friends. I'm not R. Kelly.
Yep. So, okay, in all fairness, the oldest that I have dated has been like roughly 15 to 18 years older than myself, right?
And so, you would definitely have a kid your age.
Right.
No, the kids usually were a little bit younger than me. So
a year or two.
Okay, as an example, I dated a guy in his 50s and his kids were both like mid 30s. So both the kids were roughly about 10 years younger than me. Now, I could deal with that because they were well into their adulthood. They both had their own families, had their own kids, like, you know what I'm saying? But if I was dating somebody and they had kids that were in their 20s, I can't do that.
Right.
Like that's just too weird to me. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. There's not really anything wrong with it. I just don't know if I'd ever be I'm good.
What's weird about that though?
No.
I'm trying to understand. Like, what's weird about if they in their 20s? That sounds like,
because if they in their 20s and here you are in your 40s, you're old enough to be their mother.
So you dating their father?
Yeah, but their father is not that much older than you, or well,
I'm not gonna even say it was the fact that they were young enough to be my kids. I mean, I don't, like I said, there's nothing essentially wrong with it to me. To me, it's just what I have seen at that age, like at young 20s, you're really still trying to figure it out. So for me, I don't have kids, right? That means in my life, I don't have to prioritize my life around someone else's schedule or my life around someone else's needs other than my person. Right. You get what I'm saying? Jay, you killed poor Pop.
Hold on. You gotta go back to the original statement.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I missed all of that. Jason said, Jay, don't be like that. Pop might be in shape. No, Pop.
Heck no.
He couldn't keep up. Nadina said, no goals, threesomes. I need to see recent paperwork. STDs, baby. When I tell you I'm with you, I am with you.
Right.
STD screenings. I don't do bodily functions anywhere in the bedroom. And so, so like it wasn't the fact that they were young enough to be my kids, but at that age, especially if they're just going to college or still in college, they're really still pulling on dad's purse strings, especially if he's doing his job as an involved, hands-on dad, as he should be. Depending on, especially if he has a daughter,
right?
If she needs something, he's gonna be running as he should be. I, however, on the other hand, feel no need to compete for your attention with your daughter. Like, I'm just not going to do that. So I prefer to date someone who either has no kids or older kids because I want them to be settled in their lives so he can have his life and everything isn't having to revolve around, hold up, my kids need me. Hold up, my kids need me. Like, I'm like Gypsy. If I want to run off and we want to go on vacation for a week, or anything, you know what I'm saying? I want to know that the kids are self-sufficient to where we can live our lives and he can still be there, be hands-on, and I still would love them like, bonus kids, but not young enough to where they're that deep in his pockets and they're that dependent on him still. Like, that's for somebody with no kids, that's a major adjustment that I don't want to have to make if I don't have to. Now, if I met the right person, and that's a big old if, like real big if. If I met the right person and he had younger kids, it would have to be something truly that just drew me to him and made me feel like I can't not see what this is. But I would have to say 99% of the time, based on the few experiences I've had with younger kids, I don't want it. I'm good. I just
right.
And I think that's just because I don't have kids. I've never had to live my life around children. And so it's really hard. I even just had this conversation with a girlfriend of mine, like, your experience as a mother is very different than my experience as a person with no living children. So that means that my life is not going to always revolve around you. You know what I'm saying? And I've had to have that conversation with different friends of mine through the years, because a lot of the times there's a discombobulation when it comes to, let's go do something. And I'm all in my excitement. Let's go. Damn, that hurt. And they're like, oh, I can't because I got to get a babysitter, or oh, I can't because, or oh, I can't because, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing when you're dating. As a woman, you don't want to always hear, I can't because. So for me, my standard is older kids or no kids.
I mean, I feel you on it, but at the same time, like, you know, pew. Let me shoot some holes in that, because it's a lot of parents that be still, like, they kids be 40 or 50, they still, oh, I gotta do this for them and I gotta do that. So,
and I would not be with that man either, because ain't no way in hell.
But then, you know, they I mean, like, yo, they old enough. You know, I mean, I'm a cash app and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah. Like I said, if I meet the right person and I'm talking about he got to be everything I want and he has younger kids, now there's a cutoff when I say younger. It can't be nobody under 10. Oh, we just ain't even finna do it. No.
Hey, Mama J.
Hell no. But hell no. But that being said, you know, if I met somebody and they had younger kids, okay, you know what I'm saying? Or if I met somebody and they had the financial capacity to live the life that we want to have, and, you know, still, you know, deal with younger kids as far as like kids in college or whatever, maybe. But my preference is no kids or older kids, because like I said, I'm at a place in my life has not had to revolve around kids. Even though I have dogs, that's still kind of different. I can leave the house all day long and come back and my dogs are going to be okay. I can't leave the house and leave a 5-year-old at home all day and the 5-year-old going to be okay. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the 12.
Depending on how you raise them.
Back
in the day, 5-year-olds used to go to work in the coal mine. Shit.
Listen, back in the day, we was latchkey kids at 5 and 6. Don't make that shit right though. You
right.
know?
I mean, we had that key on that string around our neck. You better go in that house and lock that door and don't open it for nobody.
Don't open the door for nobody. Don't you answer this phone. I'm gonna call you at exactly 2:00 and you better let me know you in that house. And then don't you answer the phone for nobody else. You know how they used to do it. But yeah, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with dating people with kids. And being honest, I think also for me, I have to acknowledge that part of it is the history of loss that I have. Like it hits that wound at just the wrong spot. And so I feel like you don't have to torture yourself to be in love or be in a relationship, you know? So I've just always chosen not to date anybody with super, super young kids. Nadina said, oh shit, wait. Nadina said, yeah, over drinks, then when left for different cities, and he sent me some
oh shit. A mounted one. Oh Jesus.
I just got stuck at the part when he sent her some videos. And it sounds like without even asking, did she want to see him? Like, who volunteers?
It was mounted.
He was like, look, Ma, no hands.
No. Oh no, that's the one that she had to exit on because
he about that life.
He wanted to be
he was really about that life if he had a mounted vibrator.
Holy hell.
Damn, and he said video.
So Sean, would you date somebody with young kids? What'd you say, Gypsy?
She said, and he said the
video and he mounted it.
The way she said it sounded like she want to see it.
Did y'all see the video? Did I put it in here?
I don't want to see no damn video and no dude on no mounted vibrator.
That's not what the hell I said.
Oh,
girl. Anyway, I guess I didn't send it to y'all. I don't know.
Wait, in the private chat. What is that?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I was showing Sean what Chef Babette looks like. She's gorgeous. I thought I sent it to y'all in our chat, and I don't think I did, but it's a black dude like making the rounds. I think he was doing a podcast with some chicks, and some kind of way pegging came up into the conversation. So he was talking about how he got into it because of somebody that he was talking to when he was younger, and she was into it and wanted to try it on him. And so, like, over the years, or maybe even if it wasn't pegging in the beginning, just wild stuff, outside his normal. And so as he continued to get older and date people, they introduce things. So he started dating a lot of dominant type women. So he was actually sitting there. If I come across it again, I'm gonna send it to y'all. He was actually sitting there. They didn't show any of this, but he pulled out his phone and was scrolling because they was making fun of the fact that he was scrolling quite a while looking for a good video to show them, because he had a whole bunch of videos on his phone, and like showed them videos of him being pegged. And the one chick is like, damn, she like blowing your back out. He was proud of it. And I was like, wow.
If that's what you like, that's what you like. That's, hey, it ain't for me, but that's you. Do you?
As soon as we finish having our coffee or whatever, I'll be like, yeah, all right, I'll holler at you. Block.
You know what? I say to each his own, but I do also advocate for knowing what your gray areas are, like as far as what you can compromise on, and what are your red zones. What is your no-go, no-fly zone? Ain't no motherfucking way. We block, we cut off if this happens. Like you have to know that, because if you don't, I think it becomes easy for people to apply pressure and get you to do things that you don't necessarily feel good about or feel safe with, and may regret later, or judge yourself for later, or just look back and wish you hadn't done it with them because now you ain't even with them anymore, right? Like, if you're going to do something, do it just because that's what you decide that you want to do and feel comfortable with, not because of anybody else.
I don't think people get involved with somebody with the intentions of leaving them. You always think you're going to be with them. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you think you're going to be with them. I mean, this shit happens. Then you realize that they just not the one for you.
I don't think everybody gets with somebody with the intention on being with only that person. But, and my point is, don't do things that you're going to regret simply because you did it with them. If you're going to do it because it's something that you want to experience, because you want to experiment or get outside of your comfort zone and express yourself. Don't do it because a person is asking you to. Like, I can't even count how many women I've talked to that have had threesomes or whatever somes and regretted it because they only did it because that person wanted it. And it's like, nah, if you're going to be fucking a whole nother person, you need to be doing it because that's something you want to do, not your partner. And whatever it is, whatever it may be, whatever your kink is, get out here and ask questions, Google, YouTube, get a good sex book, check out different podcasts, talk to sexologists, go to some of these different cabaret shows where they have sexologists and different performers that, talk about different things, and they explain kinks and all those kind of things. I mean, I've had fun. There used to be one, I can't think of the name of it now, but it was a Black-owned company. Before the pandemic hit, I know they used to come to Birmingham, Atlanta, and some of the surrounding cities, and I know they traveled all over the world actually. But it was a traveling group. Like, it was a sexologist. There were different R&B artists, poets, spoken word. Like, they had everything and everybody, and they did cabaret shows, and that was a part of it. Like, just normalizing sex conversation. Like, it was a really cool show. So I'm saying that just to say, like, there are things out there that you can expose yourself to, if you're trying to get outside your box, but do it because that's what you want to do, not because somebody else makes you. That being said, anything else y'all want to throw on the table before we wind up tonight's show?
Yes. Hold up.
There was so strong
and then said, hold up.
No, there was another thing that
I don't do ATM. So
You said ATMs.
Yeah, I don't do ATM.
So you're not an ATM? Is that what you're saying?
Y'all don't know what ATM is?
No.
Oh.
Okay, did you see that post?
You don't tell us what the hell it is?
Ask them out. Ask them out.
Oh,
You know what
oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, I like anal, but I don't do ATM because I like getting my dick set and I like kissing, but yeah, I ain't gonna put my dick in your ass and put it in your mouth 'cause I ain't eating that, so I mean, I don't do ATM.
That's a lot.
Did y'all see that post that I put in the chat about women being, while there are some women that are able to date up, aka be hypergamous, the
Oh, I
math
saw
is
that.
saying math and for the majority of women. And I don't
Yeah, I saw
know.
that.
I do kind of agree with her. Like, yeah, the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell.
Yeah, she said the bar's in hell, and some of y'all
I
are
mean,
still kind of limbo under it.
Right.
I've seen that, but I mean, to me, it's like, yeah. I mean, A, where you shopping at? You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, but then B, like, women always be on some bullshit.
I'm
Like,
like, why
yo,
you
if
gonna
you,
generalize like that? It ain't all women.
I just
okay,
think,
my
like,
fault. My
I
fault.
think,
Majority of women be on some bullshit.
well, I think it's like what she said. It's not that women are asking for too much, but there are so many women that are willing to get so little that men are now offering so little.
Nah, see,
Just
you
Like,
because
don't
that's what you feel
understand.
some
like they
women,
offer don't
You
mean you
don't, you
gonna
some,
don't
accept it.
understand. You don't
hold on.
understand the flip
No,
side. You don't
what I'm
understand the flip
saying,
side of
what I'm
that.
saying is some women are okay with getting crumbs. And if they're okay
But
with
you,
getting
but you,
crumbs, they think that all women are okay with getting crumbs.
but
Listen,
you don't
I don't
understand.
believe that narrative about no shortage of men. Ain't no damn shortage.
You don't understand the flip side of that because a lot of niggas get shitted on some bullshit. So then, yeah, they stop fucking doing shit and they just like fuck it.
Hmm.
So,
I mean, I
but that's
just
a
feel
whole
like
nother
we choose
discussion.
who we choose. So he could not be given anything. I mean, I gotta accept his less. Bye. Nice to meet you. And moving on to the next. I mean, I think that's the thing that people keep missing. Regardless of what a person is offering, you still have a choice to whether you accept it or not. And if he ain't offering what you want, move the fuck on. And the same thing for the men. Like if that woman is not meeting the standard that you have and she's treating you wrong and you want a good woman, leave her ass. Like, dude, this shit boggles the
Well,
mind sometimes.
this was a comment that I really agreed with that was in there. She said, I've had 3 different men from 3 different education levels and backgrounds tell me they were jealous of my life and not materialistic things. The options are disappearing. When I attempt to date on my level or close, I was met with animosity and competition during casual conversations. This need to humble us needs to be studied because I've been through too much to kiss feet. And that's the thing that I find is that if you're at a certain level, a lot of times, especially, I know this is going to be met with some backlash, but African American men seem to do this a lot to African American women. And it's almost like they feel like we should be okay with them. We should be grateful, basically. And it's like,
And
no, why should I be grateful for you?
you just further pushing the narrative that the public pushes, and that's what causes the rift and the divide. Instead of us actually sitting down and fucking talking to each other and understanding each other. But that's a different conversation.
So let's talk about that next week.
Yes.
So that we can keep that conversation going because I feel like it's worthwhile. Like at the end of the day, I think Sean, you and I talked about this when we were pre-gaming that couple of weeks ago when Gypsy was out. And we said we were going to circle back, and I think we both kind of forgot. But this was part of the topic that we were talking about, like the disparities in the narratives that are constantly being pushed on these different shows and a lot of these podcasts for virility and fame and celebrity versus what's actually happening that we see up close and personal in our communities. Because I see a lot of happy love. I like hands down, that's not to say that I wouldn't marry outside the Black race if I met the right person that I just felt that pull with, maybe. I don't know. But my preference is always like, I love black men, and all the women that I know love black men, right? And the black men that I know love black women. Like, y'all, when I go to the barber shop, I mean, I'm granted, I don't think they talk in front of me like they probably talk when no women are in the shop. But when I'm in the barber shop and there's all these conversations going on, yeah, they talk shit like anybody else. But majority of the conversations when it comes to relationships, like, they're really talking about how amazing black women are. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the nail shop and us women are in there, because some guys come in too. But when it's just us as women, yeah, we talk our shit. But majority of the conversations are literally how we love black men. I mean, so I'm with Sean on this one. But Sean, I'm calling you on your bullshit too, because you said women be on shit. So we can't generalize on one and then try to come back and talk shit on the other.
I can only talk about women because I don't deal with men like that, so I can't speak to that.
Well, yeah, we're gonna circle back and talk about this, because the thing is that I found that when women are successful, it seems to be more like a competition than it is a partnership.
So, y'all, tell us what you think about that. Like, let's talk about that through the week, right? Let's do some posts and let's see what people are really sharing. Let's see what they're really saying. Because I know we see what the people are talking about on the podcast comments that we see on Instagram and Facebook. But a lot of times I think people are just going along in the comments because that's what everybody's saying. So they're going to go along to get along and blend in. And then I think sometimes they say the exact opposite of what everybody else is saying just to stand out in the crowd and get people hyping up their comment. Now, could it be true that some people really believe the bullshit that they be saying? Absolutely. But I think like we've talked about in the past, I think a lot of people are just saying shit at this point just for that next viral post, that next viral video, just for everybody to share it so they can make their money and monetize. Because that's really a lot of people's focus nowadays. And I get it. Everybody wants to make their money, do you, but at what cost when you're disparaging?
But I don't monetize. And that's the thing, is that it's like, so I don't really care about that. But my thing is that one thing that I found is that you got two things going for you. Everybody is jaded past 35 because they done been through some shit by the
Not everybody.
Everybody's been through some shit by 35.
Everybody's been through shit, but that does not inherently mean that everybody is jaded. You are jaded, and we have talked about this on your shit, but that doesn't mean that everybody is jaded. And there's a lot of people going to therapy. There's a lot of people healing. There's a lot of people letting it go. Like, am I going to sit here and say that I haven't had hurtful experiences in my relationship? Hell no. I done been through shit before that I thought would break me, but I'm motherfucking me. Like, at the end of the day, that's the set point that I have always come back to, no matter what I've gone through in a relationship. And hopefully this will help encourage somebody. No matter what I have gone through a relationship, I don't care what the relationship was, why we broke up, how much I loved them. Even when I went through my divorce, people asked me, how did you move on so quickly? Because I faced myself. Like, that's the most honest answer that I can give you. Because in the moment that I decided to leave, I decided to make it all about me. I gave no fucks about what he decided to do past that moment. It was all about me healing, me being okay, because I knew I still had life to live and a business to run and shit to go do. And I've always been that person that I'm not going to give anybody else the power to keep me in pain any longer than I have to be. Right. So that's why I said not everybody's jaded. Does life hurt? Yes. Do relationships hurt? Hell yeah. But we all have choices to heal and stand in our power and not let another person control the reins of our lives. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, Sean, you got anything else to throw out before? Because me and Gypsy done said our piece. Anything else you want to throw out before we end tonight's episode?
No. I'm just saying, no. I don't have anything else. I don't want to start a whole nother conversation. That's all.
All right, so this week we're going to commit to doing some posts around what we just talked about to see what is it that y'all are really out here saying about Black love, what is happening in our communities. And make sure that y'all tune in next week with us and share this video out so that we can hear y'all's perspective on what is the dating, what is the marital scene, what does Black love in our community look like to you. All right, guys, as always, make sure that you hit that like button on tonight's video before you click out. Don't y'all hit that button before you click that like button. Don't you hit the end button, okay? I'm gonna be like Thelma on Good Times and beat the hell out of you. Wasn't that JJ's sister, baby? She used to be giving them those when they was coming for JJ. But anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you get notified when we go live and we do our things, and you can catch up on the replays. And make sure that you click that share button and send somebody that you care about the link to tonight's episode or any of the old replays in our repertoire that you can find here on the YouTube channel. Mwah. We love you.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.